I was leaving lunch. This Republican donor stopped me, who's very outraged. I mean, on the team, he's, whatever, probably more of the traditional sense that you're describing. And he said, Sean, can I ask you a question? I said, absolutely, go ahead. He said, he goes, is there any hope that Trump doesn't make this verdict and the rest of the campaign all about him? He said, I get it. It sucks. It's horrible what's happened to him. But he said, this election needs to be, here's what Biden's doing. Here's what I'll do for you. And I said, listen, I get it. 4 years of Trump versus 3 years of Biden. Even the Democrats admit they lose that fight. But I get the sense, and I understand why, that Trump is going to want to talk about how this verdict is about him and how he's been wrong. What message do you think he needs to send between now and November to attract the greatest coalition to win?
Trump is mad at me now because I do analysis that sometimes criticizes it. But I think he listens to me, and I speak to him once in a while, not often. But I understand why he's doing the victim thing, the martyr thing, and he's smart to do it in the short term because they're raising so much money. And you got to have $1 billion. That's what you're going to need. So it's smart. But around July 15th, after the Republican convention or at the convention, Trump should lay out a manifesto of 10 things, no more, 10 things that he will do if elected president. Very specific, so even I can understand that, okay? And that would be the Trump manifesto. And you can bash Biden all day long, but everybody knows that. We've heard that. We know he's bad. Any clear-thinking person knows this is a terrible president. If you don't know that, then you're not smart enough to vote, okay? But Trump remains in Trump world. He's got to get out of Trump world and into the world of the folks. Lay it out, 10 things I'm going to do, the Trump manifesto. Put it out there so everybody can see it on the internet, wherever you want, and run on that. He wins by 8% if he does that.
So you've known him longer than most. What do you put the odds are that he does? I agree with you. Look, he did it with the judges last time. In 2016, he puts this list out.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the best people around him. I don't think there's anybody there that would just say what I just said. I don't think there's anybody in his whole organization that would come up with a Trump manifesto. I don't think it exists. I think he's got some smart tactical people behind the scenes, but nobody's going to tell him, get away from the personal, get into the policy.
I feel like in 2016, he put up that list of judges, right? And he said, because people were concerned about who he was going to appoint to the bench, and he wanted to have some higher bona fides with respect to the evangelical crowd. And it worked. I mean, this is the similar thing. Put this out there. Be very clear. A second term looks like this. This is how I will make your life better.
Yeah. Well, you and I have been around a while. We know what to do.